Hello. So today let's discuss about something regarding something which is really important now. That is, there is a viral disease which is spread all over the world and everybody is really scared about it. Now, when something happens in our life and if we do not know what it is and how we can overcome it, obviously we are going to be scared about it. It is a tendency. So it's okay, be scared, it's fine. But more than being scared, we need to check about the possibilities on how we can overcome this. The first and the foremost thing that I would like to say is prevention is better than cure. You know, the ages back, very well known and highly acclaimed people have written this, have been preaching this, and it is still there in our society. But what is the problem then? Then what is the problem? We already have this already written and being preached. What is the problem? We are not using it. Come on, prevention is better than cure. So, coronavirus. What is coronavirus? If you check, coronavirus has always been there in our world. Like it was always known under different names. Like during the 1992, 93 and all, a virus named as SARS came out. So that's also a kind of coronavirus. The normal flu, the common cold that you get, that is also a kind of virus. These are all viral effects that is affecting our body, and then the immunity system is able to fight them back and take them out of the system. But then now this newly found virus, it was found during 2019. So this new virus which has come into existence, it started taking place so fast and getting widespread so fast that we couldn't even give it a proper name. It is known as novel coronavirus. Novel means new, right? So 2019. So all these things come together and is now known as COVID-19. The main problem with this virus is that once it infects you, once you are affected by it, it is very hard to understand about this in the first couple of days. That is, it takes from 2 days to about 11 days to completely understand that you have been affected. So that is why nowadays in almost all the hospitals and all the airports, whoever is coming from outside, they are quarantining them for 2 weeks, rather 15 days, so that they can make it sure that these people are not affected and they are not going to spread it around over here. So, and the symptoms are that you can have a headache, throat pain, cough, cold. All these normal things are the normal symptoms of this virus. So just because you're sneezing, or just because you're having a headache, or just because you're having breathing problem, doesn't mean that you are affected. But if it prolongs and after 2 weeks, still if you're badly affected, if your body is really tired because of it, if the temperature is really high, then yes, the possibility is high. So that is why if you have any of these symptoms, it is better to get it checked up. Check it up. Make sure that you're okay. By you being okay, your family is okay, your community is okay, and that's how it goes.
Enough? No.
This virus, you should understand how this is being spread all over the world. How is this happening? Is it really possible for a virus to travel from one place to another? No, that is not possible. But it can have a carrier. We are the main carriers over here. The humans are the main carriers over here. We do not know from where this originated, because SARS was originated from bats. MERS was originated from camels. This one is the scientists, they are not giving 100% information, but they're telling that this is mostly through bats, because this has got almost around 95 or above percentage of similarity to the SARS virus, but nothing is confirmed. But we are the carriers, that is confirmed, that is being seen all over the world. So what we can do is, like now how Italy and other countries have started quarantining their jurisdiction. This is what each and every country has to do. Nothing is going to happen if you stay at home for a month when such a dangerous thing is around. Without a reason, you staying at home is dumb. But when this is around, when still you do not have a cure for it, when the possibility of contagiousness is so high, the best thing, the cleverest thing, the most intelligent thing to do is stay inside. Seriously, on a serious standpoint, what can be done is, each and every country, each and every state should strictly stop allowing anybody into them or anybody going outside them. Yes, close the exits, close the entrances. This is the best way that you can prevent this. Yes. On a serious note, this is the best thing that we can do. The main reason why being inside your home is the best thing is, or to move around as little as possible is the best thing is, this will help you from being affected. And in case, God forbid, but if you are affected, then by doing this, you will avoid and prevent others from being affected by you. You know, being being a little humane works at adverse conditions. One thing that we should understand about this viral attack is that its mortality rate is not so high, because according to the statistics, it is said that its mortality rate is just 2 to 3%. So always understand that throughout the history of this of our race, whenever a disease has low mortality rate, its rate of contagiousness will be very high, and it is vice versa. If the contagiousness is very low, then the mortality rate will be high. So over here, the mortality rate is low. That doesn't mean that we just shove it off. No, that doesn't work that way. We need to be careful about it. And it's also well-known fact by now that this is most effective on people who have any kind of medical conditions, and moreover for people who are old aged. Why? Because for these people the immunity level is low. Now let's talk about the cure regarding this. See, if you check, it is said that if you check the details or in-depth details of Ayurveda or homeopathy, then there is cure for each and every illness that is present and is gonna come to this world. Okay, that is how it is. But as of now, for COVID-19, there is no cure. So the best cure that you have at hand, the best stated cure that you have at hand is prevention. So by preventing it, you do not have to go to get it cured. You know, prevention is better than cure. Now, how do we do this? The doctors in Taiwan and the doctors in Japan, they have come with some very important ideas regarding this. So what it is every day once you wake up, have a check, take a deep breath, hold it inside for around 10 seconds, and if you are able to hold it inside for 10 seconds without any disturbance, without any much of effort, and if you can breathe out properly, then that means your lungs are clear, that means your system is clear, that means you are not affected by it. So this is one check that you can do daily, and this should be done every time you go out and come back, you know, so just to keep yourself safe. And the second thing is, what the doctors they say is, keep yourself hydrated. Hydrated in the sense, normally having a glass of water every 1 hour is a very good thing. It is proper hydration. But in this case, the best thing that you can do is every 15 minutes have a sip of water. So by doing this, even if there is any viral infection inside you, or if you have acquired any, by drinking water, what happens is the water helps in taking it down to your stomach, and the acid in your stomach burns the virus. So it's a very effective thing. Why don't we do it? Is sipping
No way.
water every 15 minutes such a big thing? Cross check it with the number of days that you have to spend if you are infected. Having half a glass of water or a sip of water every 15 minutes is nothing compared to that. So create the habit. Come on. Now, to increase your immunity, the best thing that I can tell you is, I know two things which works magic for sure. The first one is turmeric tea. What you can do is take some water, heat it up. Midway through getting heated, add some turmeric into it, stir it, and bring it to boiling point. Keep it down, cool it down, and have it. This is known as turmeric tea. If you have it every day in the morning, if this is the first thing that you can have, then your immunity level will increase. It's not a small increase, it's a huge increase that your immunity level is going to have. It's an immunity booster. And the second thing that I know is, if you can get organic honey or forest honey, not the normal thing that you get from the supermarket, that's a waste of a product. Forget it. If you can take this honey and equal amount of black cumin. So say if you're taking 2 tablespoons of honey and if you're taking 2 tablespoons of black cumin, mix them together, put them into a container and keep them in, and let them be there for around 2 to 3 days, and from the 4th day onwards you can go on having it like every day. Even if you have a quarter of a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, a quarter of a teaspoon every day in the morning, if you can have, then eventually your immunity level will increase. It will not just double up, it is going to boost up. Okay, now along with this video, I'm going to put some pictures and news breakouts and all those things which I got during the past 2 to 3 weeks or 1 or 2 months. So just to refresh your memory regarding the seriousness of this. This is not a small thing. This is a very serious thing. We need to take care of it. But don't be scared about it. That's not what you want. See, obviously when such a health alert is there around the world, we are going to be scared. But overcome your fear and try to understand what is to be done so that you can be safe. So just by doing that, you can keep yourself safe, you can keep your family safe, and then you can keep your community also safe. So be safe and overcome your fear and try to pass this information to all the people around you.
Enough?
Okay.